Hello, viewers. We are live. We are live. We are live. Well, the African Queens are back. Wherever you're tuning in from, you are welcome to our chats today. Welcome. Really lovely to see you. Really lovely to have you with us. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. If you're meeting us for the first time, well, we are the African Queens and we are here to inspire you to take action for yourself, for your family, and for your future. And it's more important to walk in the purpose that God has called you into, and especially by gaining financial peace. So, my name is Catherine. I'm a child of God, I'm a radiographer by profession and I'm a sister, I'm a friend, and I'm here with my lovely ladies to have a simple chat with you today. And on top of that, I am a proud digital business owner. So today, before we get going into our topic, I'd like to invite these beautiful ladies to introduce themselves. So I'll call on the Sister Kemi if you want to introduce yourself to our listeners, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, sis. So, good afternoon, everyone, and viewers at home. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching us from, according to your time zone. If you are coming across our live chat for the first time, my name is Oluwakemi Ayeni, originally from Nigeria, but currently living in Belgium. I'm a mom, a wife. I work in the health sector, and I run this amazing online digital business as a plan B, a business to support my income. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. Over to you, sis.
Thank you so much. Love your presentation. So, Sister Clem, would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to where you are tuning in from. My name is Clementine Mutono. I am originally from Kenya, but I live in Italy. I am a mom of one, I'm married, and I am a cook by profession. And I run this online business besides as a plan B. Back to you, Catherine.
That's amazing. And Sister Kemi, I grew up in Italy, so I always feel so much at home with you as well. Lovely.
Okay, great.
All right. Sister Mary, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mary. I'm a mom of three. I live in the United Kingdom, originally from Nigeria. I'm a midwife, but now retired. And I actually took early retirement when I found this amazing online business. And so, yes, thank you for having me.
That's amazing. And that is such a big courage to really step out and go for early retirement. I'm looking forward to being able to go on early retirement as well. So it's really inspires me to hear other ladies do the same thing. So today we're going to be talking about motherhood and the benefits of having an online business. So without wasting any time at all, I'm going to call Sister Kemi. And a question I would like to ask you is, so how can being part of a community like ours make this journey of having a business online possible? Or how would you advise somebody that wants to start off? How can it be less intimidating for a mother that wants to start off to being part of a community like the one that we are part of?
Thanks so much, sis, for that amazing questions because we are all mothers. And as we all know, motherhood already comes with enough burdens. The sleepless nights, the constant giving, the silent prayer, and the fear of not getting it right. And sometimes when a mother wants to start something new, especially in this online space, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like one more mountain added to already what you have on your plate. But this is where the beauty of a supportive digital community comes in, like ours. Being part of the right community feels like someone holding your hand while you walk. It feels like finally breathing out after holding your breath for too long. And it reminds me that when you are not the only one trying to build a better future for your children, you see other women there. You see we have men, we have women in our community. People just like you, juggling work, family responsibilities, yet they still choose to write, they still choose to build something for themselves. And suddenly the journey doesn't feel frightening anymore. It feels possible, it feels doable, and it feels hopeful that, okay, if this person can do it and do it successfully, yes, I can do it. So it gives you that hope that, oh, there's hope for me. I am building something. I am building a legacy that my children I will live for my children. So a supportive digital community gives mothers permission, or everyone permission, to dream again without guilt. It gives you that encouragement on the days when the kids are crying, or the everywhere is noisy, or when you are getting a negative response from people outside, or all those naysayers in your environment. So you just be thinking, you just zero your mind, because it rises your mindset, it changes your mindset. Being in the right community gives you the positive mindset, because you know what you are doing, it's doable. You know what you are doing is right, because people are doing it, they are seeing results. You cannot be in the midst of almost 300,000 people, and everybody is doing fine and yours will be different. That cannot be possible. So those are the supportive you get, especially in our own business community. You have a one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one coaching. You have the community at large. You have every tools, because we give you all the tools you need to run your business successfully. You have never been alone. This is a community of right and likely minded people that sees beyond you, people that know your potentials, even though you are still doubting yourself, but they know the capacity. They know you, they see you that, okay, this person, I see this person will go far in this business. So when you are trying to still get your way runs, they show you the way, they lead by example, they support you in every ways that you never know. So that will give you, they give you the guidance when you feel confused, and motivation when you feel tired, and the joy when you feel stuck. So most importantly, it reminds you that progress doesn't have to be lonely. A purpose doesn't have to be painful. So you do your business with joyful, with happiness in you, because you know you have people to support you, and once wins is wins for everybody. So you are no more being afraid of anything. And this business we talk about, especially in this community, is a process. It's not, there is no miracle anywhere, there is no overnight thing. Success is a process. So if you do something and you are not doing it, it doesn't mean that you cannot see proceed. It doesn't mean that you cannot see have your achievement. So it gives you that hope that, okay, I am doing something, because something good, nothing good comes easy. So, but when you are in the midst of right people, your confidence grows, your courage returns, and you know that, oh, I'm dreaming again. And definitely, with a supportive digital community, you turns your intimidation into inspiration, and the gift of that is the gift that every mother deserves. So being a mother doesn't mean you cannot still start something new. It doesn't mean you cannot go to the online space to achieve your dream, especially when you are in the right community. So thank you, sis.
Thank you so much for that response. Even I would say, like, I'm not a mother yet, but when I look to the future, I really pray that God will give me that blessing. But yeah, having a supportive community really makes a difference, because there have been times that I've had my own doubts, or I've, yeah, just been carried away with other commitments. But then seeing the community and seeing how they really uplift each other, and how people just get in touch with you and they're asking you, so how are things going? It really helps you to move forward and go ahead. So absolutely, a supportive community just makes the easy more doable. Absolutely. So thank you so much for that response. So Sister Claire, what were some of your fears and doubts when you had to get started on this digital business, and how did you go past them?
Okay, thank you very much, Catherine. Yeah, when I began this business, I had fears. Everybody has fear. Whenever you start something new, definitely there is that fear. And I wasn't an exception. So when I saw this business opportunity, I was afraid first. I had, is it true? Is it a legit thing? I was afraid it's not something that is working. But anyway, I went ahead because of my big why. I pushed myself and I tried to see what it is. So I gave in. After I found that it is a legitimate business, I had a fear also of failure. I was
Mhm.
afraid that maybe I start this business and I'm not going to succeed. But I was wrong. Another fear I had, it was about knowledge and skills. I did not have knowledge prior to this business. I think the best I knew it was only to switch on laptop and to switch off. That's how smart I was. The only knowledge I had is just to use a phone. But because I was promised I don't need to be skillful, I don't need to know computer. I don't need to have those you know intelligent skills to run this business. That pushed me also to begin this business. And another fear, it was fear of being rejected by people. I knew I
Mhm.
wasn't. I didn't have any degree. I didn't have any master degree. So I was. I placed myself. I undermined myself, if I can use that word. Yes, I saw myself as not of much value, and I was afraid of people rejecting me for that. But still, I was wrong. This business, to you don't need to have certain people like you. Of course, there are people that will reject whatever you are telling them, but internet is like sea. It is wide. There are so many people out there. There are so many fish there. There are people who will give in to whatever you're offering, the services. Okay. Another fear I had, it was self-doubt.
Mhm.
I doubted myself so much. But anyway, I found when I joined the business, the fear was no more, especially the time I had my first pay. I knew this is it. Who doesn't like paydays? I knew this is it. So, what else? Yes, I took the first step. I started the business, and everything changed. And like I said, after the first pay, it's when I completely believed that this thing is working. Yeah, back to you, Catherine.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that response. One of the fears I had is what would other people think of me? Like, what would they think of me being online and doing something else? Because I've got a very profitable work as well. But what made me overcome that fear is the fact that the vision that God has given me and the purpose God has given me, God has not given it to those people. So if God has given me that purpose and that vision, and He's aligning me with His business to be able to fulfill that purpose, the fear of other people absolutely cannot stand in the way. So yeah, fear should never stand in your way of doing what you feel called to do. So, Sister Mary, not the last but not the least, my question for you is, when you think about motherhood today, what are some of the biggest challenges that make many women look for a flexible income option?
Thank you so much, Sister Kate. Today, as we all know, we are living in a digital era. Everything we do today is practically online, okay? And as we can see that the economy is not actually making it any easy for a lot of families with children, with responsibility. And for those of us in diaspora particularly, we know what it is. We have extended family. You have your nieces, your nephew, you have your cousins, even your aunties, your parents, if they're still alive, depending on just one pay package that you have. Because you know what it is in Africa, as soon as you are abroad, especially from the African part of Africa I came from, Nigeria, hey, my daughter is in Obodo Yibo. As in, my daughter is abroad. So what happened? Money. So you are now rich. But what they fail to understand is that same daughter that they are all depending on, right? Because she's now abroad. She has to work hard. She has her own personal needs. She has her children that are growing, that she's raising. She had a husband, okay? She has responsibility. She's got school fees. She's got this, she's got that. So in our time, it's practically impossible to live on that one particular salary you're getting. Because there are a lot of mouths that feed from that one salary. Because by the time you're done with your own family, immediate family, then you have the extension. And you cannot say no to a lot of them, because when you look at their situation, their condition, all of you watching this now, if you're an African, you bear me witness. You know that I'm speaking from the heart. And when you see your loved ones suffering, some of them are suffering, they can't even vouch for, 2 square meal a day. So when you look at it, no matter how difficult it is, and that is why a lot of us in diaspora, you see people walking through jobs, as soon as they are coming, they are going. They are coming, they are going. There is no rest. Why? There is something that is pursuing them, and that's because there are responsibility. There are people that are looking up to them. There are people that they can't say no to. That depends on them for a source of, a little support. At the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to actually fund their lifestyle, but at least you find out that no matter what happens, while you are in diaspora, you are far, far, far ahead of a lot of them. And so this is the reason why a lot of us raising children in the diaspora, one source of income cannot actually cut it. It doesn't cut it anymore. We need that extra. And that is why you see a lot of us, we are looking for this side hustle. What else can we do to supplement our income so that we can go to sleep and close our eyes without worrying about if my mother in Africa, in my village, has eaten, if my mother's house, her roof is not leaking, if my father is able to buy a simple, what is it called? A simple walking stick to aid her movement. All those kind of things. They are the things that when you think about it, you're thinking, what is it that you're even doing? Sometimes you sit down, you think that this diaspora where you're living, everything you have to pay for everything. Practically, there is nothing you get that you don't pay. At least when you live in Africa, you can enter your garden and pluck vegetable and cook and eat. But here, you get to pay for everything. So this is why it becomes near impossible, for you to actually depend on that one source of income. And that is that is the challenge that a lot of us, mothers, wives, professionals have, living in diaspora and working in diaspora. But this business has given us a ray of hope. As in, you can still keep down your normal job and you can still, enjoy working for yourself. Peace of mind. The fact that you can work. Look at me. I have been a midwife for 31 years before I eventually retired. I eventually said, you know what, I've done my bit for humanity. Let me look after number one now, which is me. Instead of me rushing around today, I'm in Lancaster tomorrow, I'm in Bristol tomorrow, I'm in Brighton, jumping all over the place, going to do that extra to supplement, to make sure that my mother, my father in the village can have extra, go to them every month. Instead of me doing that, let me face my business. Let me work for myself. Then I can take care of my children. Then I can look after my husband. My husband will stop hugging his pillow in the night because the wife has gone out doing night shift. I'm never at home. Yes? And my children will have their mother, to come home to a cooked hot meal on the table. So these are all the things that push us. My sister was talking about, Clem was talking about her biggest why. That is part of our why that we all started this online business. Something that we can do on the side to supplement our income, to make life more comfortable, to make life more enjoyable, to make our family to feel proud of us. So that is why we are doing what we're doing, guys. So thank you, Sister Kate. I must not take too much of your time. But that is one of the challenges and part of the reason why I decided to go the route I went. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's an amazing answer. And thank you so much for sharing all that heartfelt, truth with us. And you know what? I'm a single lady. And when I meet my mummies, I cannot go away without asking you one question. Please, and I'm going to pick on Sister Clem for this next one, okay? Shortly. What advice would you give to single ladies out there when they think about prospective future life and the chance of having financial peace? What advice would you give to single ladies?
Thank you, Catherine, for having me back again. Yes, number one, what I can advise single ladies is adopt mindset. Number one, you should change your perspectives about life. Take a step towards building financial stability before you involve yourself even to having a family, and educate yourself financially. You can do that by investing, and you plan for future expenses, and you can also create a budget and track your expenses monthly or yearly, how you or whatever you want to do it. And then you can build a supportive system. Like our business, we have a big support, like Sister Kemi mentioned, a support of almost 300,000 people across the world. They are there to support you with the knowledge that you need to guide you if in case you start this business. You don't do it on yourself. If you join as a single lady, by the time you get married or you settle down with your family, you will be financially stable. And another thing is you should manage your time, manage also your debts. How can I say this? In case you have a mortgage you are paying, or any loans that you have to pay, manage them properly. Keep paying them so that when when your financial freedom comes, there is that income you are getting. That time it will come with freedom. It will be free. You get the whole of income without paying anything else if you keep managing your debts properly. And another thing is you should consider having friends, having support apart from the family and friends, having support. Like our system has that support of those so many people, so you should consider that. For now, I say thank you. That's all that I had. Back to
Thank
you,
you,
Carla.
thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. It's really been a lovely time to be able to share with you and then share with our audience. And I really hope that our audience have taken much from what we've shared. You know, financial peace is possible, but we have to work at it. It does not come on a golden platter, they say it. So yeah, we have to work at it, and using the time that we've got, managing the time that we've got properly, and making sure that we cater for the things that we want to achieve in the future. Because we can keep dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, but when we don't wake up to work towards the things that we want to achieve, they will never happen. So yes, think about motherhood. Think about how you can be at financial peace. And yes, so that you can enjoy the life that God has given you and your family without the burden of always thinking, how am I going to pay the next bill? Because life is just not made for paying the bills. God has given us life for greater purpose. So we hope you've had a good time with us, and you can connect with any of us. You'll find our links on our various pages, or you can just leave a message uh, in the comment section underneath this video that you're watching, and get in touch with us, and we will definitely help you to your next step to get plugged in. So thank you once again, viewers, and thank you so much, my African queens, for being here this hour. God bless you all, and hope to catch you some other time. Bye bye,
Bye.
viewers. Bye bye.